Salam, jumpa kembali di Jejak Papua Channel. Sahabat, Ketua West Papua Liberation Organization (WPLO) John Anari yang berbasis di Amerika Serikat memberikan pidato pada Forum Federasi Khmer Kompusi Krom atau KKF. KKF adalah sebuah organisasi yang menyatakan diri mewakili masyarakat adat Khmer Krom yang tinggal di Delta Mekong, Vietnam. Misi utama KKF adalah untuk mengadvokasi hak asasi manusia, kebebasan beragama, dan penentuan nasib sendiri, serta kemerdekaan melalui cara-cara damai dan hukum internasional. KKF telah menjadi anggota organisasi bangsa-bangsa dan masyarakat yang tidak terwakili. KKF telah berpartisipasi aktif dalam sesi tahunan tersebut dan forum permanen PBB tentang isu-isu masyarakat adat sejak tahun 2004. Organisasi ini didirikan pada tahun 1985 ketika konvensi dunia pertama tentang Khmer Krom diadakan di New York City, Amerika Serikat. Pengurus dan anggota KKF berasal dari seluruh dunia, termasuk Australia, Kamboja, Kanada, Prancis, Italia, Selandia Baru, dan Amerika Serikat. Berikut pidato Ketua West Papua Liberation Organization (WPLO) John Anari.
Netherlands and Germany in 18th century ago, and they split the island into three parts. So Netherlands occupied in the western part, and then in the eastern part occupied by British and Germany. Germany occupied in the north part, they call Germany New Guinea, and in the south part occupied by British, they call British Papua. And in the western part occupied by Netherlands, and they call Netherlands New Guinea. But after in 19 World War I, so British win the war, so British occupied the northern part of the Germany New Guinea, so British give name Papua New Guinea. So after World War II, Japanese came and kick Germany and kick back British and Dutch out from the New Guinea. So they joined allies with the U.S. Army, and they kicked Japanese out in the Pacific. So U.S. Army give the land back to the British and the Netherlands. So because the United Nations established in 1945, so they set up the UN Charter, Article 73, must grant independence for all non-self-governing territory. Because New Guinea, we don't have a government, that's why they put our territory into the list of self-governing territory. So British and Netherlands preparing independence until 1945. Indonesia declared independent because the Japanese was bombed by in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, so Japanese give independence for Indonesia, and Indonesia declared our independence in August 1945, and then they cancel set up the territory only to consist of 8 provinces, not include West Papua, or today we call West Papua. And then after they declared independence, then in 1949, they pushed Netherlands for give the sovereignty of Indonesia. So Indonesia, the Netherlands occupied before, they call Netherlands Indies. So under U.S. businessmen here, they invest in the mining in Indonesia, so they use Indonesia to get independent from Netherlands. So they push Netherlands for signing the agreement in Indonesia, in the U.S. Navy ship. They call a Renfield agreement. So they finally that's make agreement with Indonesia. They call it the Round Table Conference in Netherlands. So they give the independence for Indonesia. In Round Table Conference in Netherlands in December 49, Indonesia they need territory too. They want to get the territory, but Netherlands say no, you different. You Indonesian, you and New Guinea people different with Indonesia. So that's why the land in 18th century ago, they call our territories Netherlands, and they separate from Indonesia. They call Netherlandese. So Netherlandese, the Netherlands is people hot, same like the Netherlands. Guyana, so in the Round Table Conference, accepted by Indonesia, and then they change the country from they call a Netherlandese to Netherlands in this change the name into Indonesia, and then Netherlands New Guinea still under Dutch control. After 1950, Indonesia tried to take our territory, but the United Nations and Netherlands continue to process self-government for our territory. So Indonesia continue to try to take over, but cannot. And then finally, the U.S. businessmen, they lost the mining in Cuba. So the mining is a freeport mining. So the owner is give the land to build the United Nations. You know, he is a Rockefeller. He lost his mining. He just invested in Cuba, $3 billion. So he lost the money. Finally, he looking our land because he have invest in our island, also in oil company in my island. They call a Netherlands New Guinea Petroleum Maskapai or Netherlands New Guinea Petroleum Company. So he's invest there, and then he have the shareholder with the sell the company of the Netherlands. So Netherlands sell only have for 40%, and then Rockefeller have the two company. He have a Standard Oil Fargo, now changed to ExxonMobil, and Pacific Investment, and now changed to Chevron. So they have invest in New Guinea. So Shell have 40%, and ExxonMobil have 40% also, and then Chevron have 20%. So Rockefeller have 60%, the oil company in my island. So the geologists from here looking. So Netherlands Shell only have for 40%, and then Rockefeller have the two company. He have a Standard Oil Fargo, now changed to ExxonMobil, and Pacific Investment, and now changed to Chevron. So they have invest in New Guinea. So Shell have 40%, and ExxonMobil have 40% also, and then Chevron have 20%. So Rockefeller have 60%, the oil company in my island. So the geologists from here looking in my island, take the photograph from the airplane, and then he found a big mountain there, and now the mining, they call it freeport mining, move from here and now come to my island. So this mining, finally, they play the game in the United Nations. Finally, they have set up after the roundtable conference in Netherlands, and then the United Nations accept the roundtable conference agreement with the UN resolution 448 for Netherlands, New Guinea, and then they set up the resolution 491 for Indonesia. And then this unit resolution, they play the game with this resolution. So that's why I come here, push United Nations for responsible, because the mining, they focus to continue to process the colonization for my territory. So they play the game, and then finally they push the Rockefeller support Indonesia to make communist in Indonesia. In 1960, Vietnam, U.S. lost in the Vietnam War, so it's politics. They just take and remove their military from Vietnam and Laos and Cambodia because they interest in the New Guinea mining. So they leave U.S. army base in the Vietnam. So in Laos and Cambodia lost. And then because of that, they use this tactic to push the land, get out from my island. So finally, U.S. businessmen here give financial support for Indonesian $868 million US. I have found the data from the telegram from the memorandum from U.S. Security Council here to the Kennedy. So I tell the money, that's the kind of money I know. So finally, they give funding for Indonesia to buy weapons in Russia. So finally, Indonesia can send the military. When our declared our independence in 1 December in 1961, and then Indonesia send the military 18 days there, and then they send the military to occupy. And finally, U.S. President John F. Kennedy pushed the land to transfer my territory to Indonesia. So finally, they signed the agreement in this building in the United Nations. They call a New York Agreement for transfer the non-self-governing territory of Netherlands, New Guinea to United Nations. And then after from United Nations, and then they transfer to Indonesia. So they remove our territory from non-self-governing territory, and then they put in the trust territory. After that, they signed the agreement in Rome, Italy in 13 September 1962. So this agreement arranged the transfer of non-self-governing of Netherlands, New Guinea. They removed from the trust non-self-governing territory, they removed to trust territory. So after the agreement in Rome, they don't accept the agreement with the UN resolution. They hide it. Indonesia and US together, they hide it, and the United Nations also, they hide it. The agreement, they don't sign the resolution for that. So after that, they don't sign the agreement, so they play the game here. So I come here, I push this forum, United Nations Forum, for push United Nations ECOSOC, Economic and Social Council, for set up the UN resolution 1752 that they signed agreement between Indonesia and Netherlands. They set up this agreement, put to the agenda of the UN Trusteeship Council, because UN Trusteeship Council keep hiding until today. They never asking Indonesia to report the process of self-government of our territory. 1752 that they signed agreement between Indonesia and Netherlands. They set up this agreement, put to the agenda of the UN Task Council, because UN Task Council keep hiding until today. They never asking Indonesia to report the process of self-government of our territory. And then Indonesia also never report the process of self-government. And they keep silent until today. Every year I come here, push United Nations for United Nations Permanent Forum, but Indonesia using money, pay this member of Permanent Forum, so they never recommended for my territory. That's why now I set up the military and fight. So we use three ways to fight against Indonesia. We use the civil movement power, people power we must use to protest every day, and then we use military in the combat, the guerrilla warfare, and then politics. So for diplomacy in the United Nations and every country. So we use three ways to fight Indonesia. And this is my experience. So I said to us, maybe we can use my technique. So finally, my soldier attack Indonesian soldier only, but we never kill the civilian. And New Guinea, you know, New Guinea is the third forest, the tropical rainforest in the world, after Amazon and Congo, and the third is New Guinea. So my soldier can live in the jungle of the tropical rainforest, and the Indonesian army is scared to enter because our ancestors teach us, our generation by generation, to live in the jungle. So they cannot found my soldier. My soldier is small, maybe only 50,000, but Indonesians have so many very biggest army, because the population of Indonesia today is 378 million. So they every 6 months they recruit the military, and then but they sent to my island today to looking for my West Papua National Liberation Army. They never found, but we killed Indonesian army more than 100, and they send so many soldiers that they say, oh, this is special force, but we kill them, and finally they cannot find us. They using drone and they using air jet fighter, and then shoot everywhere.
Maybe not so much the violence, since it's monks and peaceful.
House, and they're using bomb now today.
For yours.
They're using bomb, and finally.
Thank you so much. No problem. Yeah, I don't know what he's on, but it's about the permanent forum.
Living in the territory, and then they running to the jungle, and then now my people running to the jungle and as refugees, maybe more than 50,000, maybe more than 36,000 living in the jungle. So today we're fighting in the military, and then talking in the for diplomacy, and then civil movement we use to protest everywhere in the Papua. So I hope this forum this year they can recommend it. And now because we're fighting, so last month ago, United Nations Human Rights Council asking Indonesia, hey, come in the Universal Periodic now Indonesia report, and so many NGO push Indonesia there last month ago because of the war. If we don't fight, they never give they never give our independence. So that's why today our people we know we are told that's all right, but the money they can pay everything. But if we use military, if we use people power, if we use diplomacy, they will finish soon, I believe. So I think maybe they will finish soon, Indonesia. So I just say sorry for the Laos people and Cambodia people, because why US leave your land? Because they interest in my island of the mining. So you lose your king like Laos people. I meet them also. The Prime Minister bring him last year to the UN Permanent Forum also, but he just passed away. He lost, the communists take over Laos, and then Laos king and family. I know them, I'm together with them. So I just say, why US leave you? Because they interest in my island. So that's my experience I will share, so maybe we can enjoy together, to struggle together for take back our right. Thank you so much.